Greetings, Helldivers! In today's video, I'm going to talk with you about a few things that rub my feathers a wrong way in this game. I'm gonna break this topic down into a few videos because Lord knows Helldivers 2 has a lot of things that make you go, why is this in the game? So without further ado, let's get into it. Exhibit A, swimming. Or more precisely, lack thereof.
Helldiver lost. Sending replacement.
Can somebody please tell me at least a single comprehensive reason why is this in the game? What's the point of it, Arrowhead? I understand that water beds are put in the game to be an obstacle. However, making Helldivers unable to swim just makes absolutely zero sense. I've heard a lot of people come up with the most incomprehensible reasons for this. Oh, Helldivers are really heavy because they have a lot of equipment and heavy armor, therefore they cannot swim. I'm sorry, but this is just a bullshit reason, and then here's why. If a Helldiver is strong enough to survive that fall, get up, steam himself, and move on with his day, he is strong enough to survive swimming in an armor and equipment. Period. There cannot be any argument against that. I'm not saying that Helldiver has to be really good at swimming, that it has to be fast. Just make them be able to stay afloat. A Super Earth elite warrior is not able to swim. Make it make sense. Exhibit B. Now that we're talking about water beds, let's talk about another issue that's directly connected to water. So, as we all know, when you are knee-deep into the water, you get slowed down, which is absolutely logical. When you go a bit deeper, you get slowed down even more. And on the planets like Oceania or Omicron, you find yourself in this situation quite often, especially when you are traversing the bug tunnels. And what happens on the higher difficulties? You get unlimited bug breaches. And when you get unlimited bug breaches, what do? Right, you try to retreat, regroup, get yourself a resupply, some steams, etc. But then you enter a tunnel that is filled with some disgusting acid liquid, and you have to go like this. And when you're trying to dive, which on the surface will look like this, in the liquid, when you try to dive, this is what happens. What the fuck is that? What laws of physics are applied here? What is this? An invisible anvil suddenly drops on your head? What is this? Of course, I'm not expecting the dives in the water to look like this. But I sure as hell don't think that this is a viable option either. Of course, the dives in the water should be less effective than on the ground. However, they should still be a somewhat effective option to dodge enemy attacks. Because this, my dear Arrowhead, has absolutely no excuse. Exhibit C. Climbing. I think it is about time we talk about climbing in Helldivers 2. Because climbing is really inconsistent. Should I be able to climb this thing here? I think absolutely yes. Let's try. Look, I press climb and nothing happens. However, now I will press climb more vigorously. Oh, look! If my Helldiver is able to climb this thing when I ask really nice, why he cannot climb it from the get-go? Example number 2. Should our Helldiver be able to climb this machine here? I think absolutely yes. Let's try it. The game denies it. And it doesn't matter how vigorously I press the space bar, nothing happens. So does it mean that our Helldiver is incapable of climbing this type of heights? Not necessarily. Because look, right next to it we have this whatever thing that's a bit higher than this machine. And what will happen when we ask our Helldiver really nice to climb this thing? Right, So he can absolutely do this. Then why I cannot do the same thing here? Let's try again to confirm that wasn't a glitch. Boom. Boom. Some of you will say, oh, that's because this box gives you a leverage. Let's remove it. Boom. The climbing in this game is broken and it has to be fixed. The next thing that I would like to see in the game is something that every single Helldivers 2 player can agree upon. Dear Arrowhead, please give us a separate melee slot. With every new update, with every new warbond, melee weapons become an increasingly important part of Helldivers 2. I think it's about time that we get a separate melee slot that will make the game much more fun, much more versatile. It will not break any balance in the game, and everybody will just have a good time. I see no reason why we shouldn't have a separate melee slot in Helldivers 2. Next, I would like to talk about emotes, which are, personally for me, a huge part of Helldivers 2 experience, and from what I see for a lot of other players as well. Right now, we have 4 emote slots. And up until recently, this was enough. However, this is the amount of emotes that we currently have in the game, and I don't even have all of them unlocked yet. So that would make all the sense in the world to add more emote slots, since it is a huge part of the roleplay. It brings a lot of fun to the gameplay. It is a great way to communicate and fool around with your teammates, and everybody loves emotes, so I think that 4 slots is just not enough for the current state of the game. Of course, I'm not talking about 20 emote slots or something like that, but you know, 6 or even 8 would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. The final thing that I would like to talk about today are bouncing stratagems. I think it's about time for this absolute bullshit to go.
Weapon emplacement on its way.
And I'm not talking about anything crazy. I understand that stratagems should not stick to every surface possible. However, there is not a single reason for a stratagem not to land here. But it doesn't.
Sending down equipment package.
I think it's time to fix this. And I think that every Helldivers 2 player will agree on that. Come on, Arrowhead, you already added a hover pack, which brought to us an entirely new vertical playstyle. Let's expand on that. It will bring so much more fun to the game. It will extend the gameplay possibilities. It will introduce new tactical ways to play the game. It will introduce so much more variety. Please tell me, why do you resist that? We don't need this shit.
Sending down sentry.
We absolutely don't need this shit. We had enough of it, and we want to see this go. I'm pretty sure that I'm speaking on behalf of every single Helldivers 2 player right now. Arrowhead, please remove bouncing strat... Oh, but an SOS beacon landed perfectly. Great. Please, Arrowhead, remove bouncing stratagems. So this wraps it up for today, guys. Please let me know in the comments what are some of the most infuriating things in the game personally for you. What would you like to see removed from the game? What you would like to see added to the game? What do you think should be tweaked? And what should be completely remade? As always, thank you so much for stopping by, watching this so far. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.